taking this enormous bag, yes, it's a Christmas bag, don't judge, this enormous bag of granny squares and turning it into something amazing, I guess. Okay, story time. So I have a friend who absolutely loves crocheting granny squares. She doesn't love putting them together and doing things with them. So she's donated them to me. And so now I have this enormous bag of granny squares. I just don't know what to do with them. The problem is, and while I am super, super grateful, the problem is the colours. And the fabric. So I've got a load of different colour palettes, and then I've also got a couple of different ones. So this is all acrylic, but I've also got a couple of cotton ones as well. She's also given me the bag of ends, so I can make a few more to complete a project. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out and then we'll have a little look together. Okay, ladies and gents, here's what we're working with. The reason I am grumbling and huffing is because I am overwhelmed by what? The thing is, she said to me, she gave them to me and she said, make something with them. So now I am going to make something with them. And I brought you along on the journey, so I absolutely have to make something with them. What I am anxious about is making something cohesive and making something good. There's a lot of ends to sew in. And some of them aren't square either. Some of them are slightly off centre. So I'm going to need to be really careful with how I place them together. But in my head, it was really simple. In my head, I was just sewing a couple of squares together. But now I've laid them out, I'm like, oh, actually, that's a bigger project. So I've got a couple of ideas of what I think I want to do. I was going to make a cardigan to start with. I was just going to do that. And then I saw the colour palette and I was like, I can't work out. And also, I don't know, there's 87. So I don't think that would be enough for a cardigan for the colours. So we're probably going to split it up into 2 or 3 projects. So one project that I am completely confident on is I'm going to make a dog coat, or a dog jumper rather. I will put a picture here and that will be for the beautiful Doug, who is snuggled in the corner there. So I will make him a jumper, but I'm going to make it with the different coloured ones. So like the ones that have got, so we've got green and blues and yellows and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a dog coat with that one. And then, so I've got 2 options. Maybe I'll make 1 and then we'll see how we go with 2. So option number 1 is, I've seen these so they're like hats and then they've got scarves on the end of them. A scat. We're going to call them a scat. A scat. And I thought for one of the girls, they would really like a pink one. So maybe just for the 9-year-old. So I could make one of those and that could be as long as I like, but also I can like patchwork it with the different pinks. So I will be able to use those up. And then what I will do is I will see what I have left. Oh, I'm going to put a picture of what I'm talking about, a scat. And then after that, I'm going to see what I've got left. And then I think I will make a bag out of it, but like a bag on the vertical rather than the horizontal, on the diagonal. That's the word I was looking for. So I'm going to make a bag on the diagonal. I'll put a photo here. And hopefully that will use all of them up. I would really like to use all of them because time and effort's gone into them, and because I said I would. And also if I need to, I can use the wool that with the ends that I've got to make a couple more up, just if I need to square anything off, hopefully. Right, come on then, let's get to it. Okay, I have had a little look at a picture And this is, so I've worked out he's three squares long and he's 4 squares around. And then I've got the extra 2 at the front. So what I'm going to do is put all of this together, and then I'm going to attach these here with here so that it folds round on itself. And then I'm going to use 4 more. There's only 3 there. I'm going to use 4 more to make like a neck funnel. I do promise that this dog doesn't just sleep all day. Right, gosh, buy me a drink first. He doesn't sleep all day. We have just been for a big long walk, haven't we, pup? Doggoosh. Doggoosh. Ooh. Doug. So because of how long his neck is, being a whippy, he needs a little bit of warmth on his neck. So that's why I'm going to do like the extra funnel as well with another 4 around the top. I looked at 3 and it looked snug, but then also looked a little bit tight, and I thought, oh well, if it's a bit loose I can always fold it down and it'll still look quite pretty. Won't it, puppy? Part of me thinks he doesn't even care. Part of me thinks he won't even be grateful for it. Are you going to be grateful? He has actually, for those that... Puppy! For those that have been following along on my journey, he has actually been a lot better lately. He lost his buddy about 9 months ago now, maybe 9 months ago. And he just, the first couple of months, didn't know what to do with himself, and he was really reactive with a lot of other dogs. Last 2 or 3 months, he's sort of settled down a little bit, so he is a bit better around big dogs again now. I don't know why he was reactive. I don't know if maybe because he was there when it happened, he was like, oh no, now I must protect my everybody. And the big dogs, because Dash was bigger than him, he was like, well, all big dogs are threats now. So yeah, but he has calmed down a lot. He's doing a lot better. And he's just generally a very content puppy dog. I say puppy, he's 5 years old. He behaves like a baby, and he still pings around like a baby, and he has a face like a baby. Every time I see people, they stop me in the street and they're like, oh, what a beautiful dog. I'm like, thank you very much. Normally they're commenting on his jacket. If you haven't seen the dog jacket, I'll pop a link up there, chef's kiss, for his dog coat. But normally they stop me, they're like, oh, he's so lovely, and they're like, oh, how old is he? When I'm like, oh, he's 5 years old, they go, oh, because he's got real baby face. You've got baby face. And to keep it cohesive, I'm going to use the little scraps of fabric, yarn that my friend gave me, because some of those colours will tie in. There's lots of little balls, but they are definitely small enough that they will be enough, basically. Okay, and my gorgeous boy. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. No, my dear. So I've done 3 round the neck instead of 4, which was a bit of a mission to try to get it to all match up, but that's fine. I did 4 to start with, and it was just really baggy, and I thought, oh well, you know, it's got a bit of stretch to it, hasn't it? So I took that off, and then I redid 3. This is what we have so far. Will you stop stretching, pup? I think, so the options are, the options are, Doug, come back, wait. The options are, we do 3 across, which is what I've done, but then his little bottom sticking out and it's a bit chilly, or we do 4, and then he's all baggy and he's going to end up weeing on himself. But for now, puppy, do you like it? I also need to, he's so nice. I also need to put a little strap on the bottom and probably do a bit of edging as well. Yeah, I'm going to take that back row off. Oh, sorry, sir. Imagine, I disturbed his slumber. Oh my goodness, look at your little face. Your little bitty baby. He's like, shut up, Mum. Don't care. Just finish my jumper so I can wear it nicely. And here here we have it. Da, da, da. It doesn't sit quite right here because of this being 3 and these being 4. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I've tucked these in. I have cheated. I've tucked these in and I've just tied them up for now because aesthetics. I haven't edged it. The reason I haven't edged it is 2 things. One, because I am worried about the added extra weight because already it's quite loose. 2, it's going to add more onto the ends or onto the bottom and then it's just going to drag along. So no edging. Also 3, I'm lazy. No edging. Oops. And I will get a video of the dog in it as soon as the fog has cleared. I don't know if you can see quite how foggy it is, but there's the other side of the road over there somewhere, maybe. Very, very foggy. In other news, look at my little plantation. These are lemons and this is a avocado. Right, on to the next one. My hair's gone full wavy mop because of the fog, because I had to do the school run in the fog. I came home, my hair was sopping wet. Now it's dry, it's got all curly whirly. Okay, so my next project is with all of these pink ones. I'm going to make this, but I've already mentioned it to the 9-year-old and she's like, oh, thanks, Mum, you shouldn't have. And I haven't even made it yet. So it may be hers, it may be mine. I think 3 for the hat. I'm going to do 3 by 3. And then for the scarf, probably 2 by as many as I have left. I'm enjoying winging it and just sort of going with the flow. I'm also enjoying, I'm also enjoying the fact that I don't have to crochet half of these because I don't think I would make the project. Although saying that, I do like the dog coat. I might make another one with some different yarn because now that I know how many squares to do, I might do it with some slightly sturdier yarn and then that will give it a bit more because what are we, mid-January, so he's still got at least 2 months of having to wear a jumper when we go out, so I think it'll be worthwhile, maybe. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, left side, right side. I'm going to put them all together and then put one on top of the other, so up this side and along the top, and then that will make a hood. Right, let's get to it. Okay, the hood is done, but I can see that it looks quite large. Maybe once it's got a massive noggin in it, maybe it'll be a mummy size, maybe it'll be her size. I'm going to have to edge the front and that'll be fine. I have been using the my little bag of offcuts. No wastage here, my friends. So we've got slightly different colours, which I didn't think was going to be a problem, but you can actually see it through now. Looks really untidy, doesn't it? What's wrong with me today? That's not cool. Anyway, so he almost looks prettier that way round. Hang on. Doesn't it? That almost looks prettier. That looks neater. Oh, I'm doing it that way round. Even though it's got the different colours, it's fine. I don't have much of the purple left, so I might go and get a ball, an open ball that I've got, and because the edging is going to need to be cohesive, isn't it? But yeah, I've got hood, and then all of these are going to be put into twos, patchwork twos, as in not patchwork but non-coordinating twos, and then I'm going to put all of those together and make, this will be like the scarf element, which I haven't decided if I'm going to put on this side or, yeah, I'm going to have to. I'll have to put it on the bottom and then it can squiz round. But yeah, all of these to go. Yay. Okay, another day, another outfit. I want you to bear in mind, before I put this on, I want you to bear in mind that I am not the coolest person you've ever met. This may shock you, but I'm not. Therefore, pulling this off, sorry, dishwasher's going. I didn't think that through. My husband, when I put it on, it might not... I've got it on back to front, hang on. When I put it on, my husband went, I just can't get you out of my head. You'll see why directly. So, I think what I need, honestly, don't we just hate Pinterest? Oh no. Looks all right, doesn't it? I think. Right, I'm going to do a turn. Tell me what it looks like from the back. Nice or awful? It's ever so snug. It's ever so comfy. I'm going to do an edge around the front because it's floppy in the joins, isn't it? So I'm going to do that. And then, oh, actually, no, I love it. Oh, I actually love it. I take it all back. I am cool enough to pull this off. Oh. I think it's just assembling it, like it's organising it in the right place, isn't it? It's not a practical, it's not a practical attire, but it is pretty. So, like I said, I did 9 squares. That was definitely too big for the kiddo, but I'm happy that it fits me now. She could have done with 4, but even then I doubt she would have worn it. And then I had 40 squares left, so I've just doubled them up and made my 2 long scarfy bits, and then attached them on the front. So yeah, I'm not going to go all the way down here because I'm not a sadist. I'm going to go round the front, like I said, just because, so where the joins are, it feels like it sort of gapes a little bit. So I'll go round the front a couple of times and then I'm finished. Right, moment of truth. I've just done a little edge round the top and it already looks better. I can't believe I thought I was going to hate this. And looking like that, yes, it looks ridiculous, but oh, hang on, my tail's hanging off. But once it's all sort of thingied in, I like it. My mother, if she saw me in this, my mother would be like, for heaven's sake, child, absolute hippie. She calls me a hippie a lot. But yeah, oh, that's definitely better, isn't it? Oh, well, a bit better, I think. What do you think? Smug face. I really like it. Please let me know in the comments. Are you team love it Or are you team Kylie? Can't get you out of my head, boy. Oh no. Oh dear. Like I say, I don't think I can ever, I'm just going to show you a nice little side view. He's really snuggly and warm. Will I make another one? Not convinced. Will I wear this one out to the school run? Definitely not. Will I wear this one out on a nice country walk? Yeah, probably. Oh, like if I was going somewhere cool, I would wear this. Like, I don't know, thrift shopping in Bristol. That would be cool. This would be like, oh yeah, she's so funky and quirky. Whereas on the school run, not so much. But like, honestly, it's so warm and snuggly as well. I'm surprised by how much I like it. I was watching, I showed hubby some photos and I was like, this is what, because he was absolutely taking the mick. And I said, this is what it's supposed to look like. And he did say, oh, well, yours looks better than that. But then caveated that with, because that one's hideous. I was like, oh, well, so to him, I'm better than hideous. Well, not me, but the hat is better than hideous. So, yeah, ready for winter. Between my hat scarf and between the dog's jumper, I have this many left. 7 left. I think one of the girls said they wanted to have something for the guinea pigs. The guinea pigs are new. The guinea pigs are a lot. So I might make the guinea pigs a little blanket and that will keep them happy because these colours are not going together. This one, I'm pointing out that I am very grateful. This one looks like an egg, doesn't it? And so of what I've made, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I didn't have to make all of these squares. I found this an interesting process because I don't know if I've lost my Crojo or if I was just fed up because there was a lot of ends to sew in. So because all of these pink ones needed the ends sewing in. So that's 20, 40, 9, that's nearly 100 ends to sew in of the squares. And then there was all the seams as well, so they all needed sewing in as well. So you're talking 120 ends to sew in just to make this, and I was hating it. I was just absolutely like fuming. So I think maybe that was probably why. So would I make one again? No, I wouldn't. The ends were too much. And also, yeah, maybe I've lost my Crojo a little bit, even though it's winter, and that's frustrating because that's my favourite thing to do in winter. EPP is my life now. All I want to do is quilt. I just watch things on quilting. I look at things on Pinterest about quilting. I see patterns as I'm walking down the road. I'm obsessed, absolutely obsessed. So maybe that was why. Maybe a crochet project was like just too much. Overall, I've got some really pretty little things that I've been able to make use of somebody else's amazing talents, and I've got something all right out of it. I've got to say, I'm very lucky, aren't I? I have got some lovely, lovely friends that either give me enormous boxes of fabric or give me bundles and bundles of crochet squares. I'm so lucky. That's me for this week. Next week I am doing some EPP. Yay! Next week I'm going to be doing some EPP patches and I'm going to be putting them onto my jeans. Make sure to like and subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you next week. Bye!